out to 50 states, the whole United States actually, for standing up for Black Lives Matter movement. It was really sweet to see that going on. And yes, I am sipping on water today. I had to give the teas and the Pepsis a break, and we got to sip on some water today. So yes, 50 states has stepped up and participated, and not just in the U.S. There are other states like London, like other countries like London and Germany from the UK actually is protesting as well, because they are fed up, just like we're fed up. We are fed up of racism, fed up for police brutality, and fed up of everyone getting mistreated. I just want to say, if you are against this, you are the problem. Let's just say that. You are against this movement, you are the problem. If you don't like this video, don't subscribe. Hello? Let me just go ahead and speak my mind. We all been speaking our minds, especially to the ones who thought it was funny to do the George Floyd protest challenge. The George Floyd challenge during his protest. That is so ignorant. Who thought in their right minds it was okay to do that? Who thought? And shout out to Nickelodeon. I seen where they actually did the whole "I can't breathe" statement for 8 minutes straight, which was so cool. Shout out to Nickelodeon. I am gonna watch right now. I just wanted to say, it was so beautiful to see something like that be a part of a TV show that you used to grow up on and watch as a child yourself. And I was shocked because they had it literally paused for 8 seconds, or was it 8 minutes? The length of how the officer had his knee onto his neck. And people like this, who I'm going to really want to talk about before we actually get into what we really need to talk about, is this right here. No, this is not okay. My children just ran to me asking, what was this? It's not something children need to see. Receipt, of course. I can't breathe. Something not your children need to see, or is it something that Black African American kids need to see their father on TV being held down up against his will, saying "I can't breathe" with a big human knee in their neck? That's something that's not need to be seen. So quit being dramatic, because you are the problem right now. And if it was your kid's father, what difference does this make? Exactly. So let's get into what
a
we
lot
really
of
need to chat about.
Specifically brands, and yeah, I'm pronouncing that right today because this is a very serious topic, but there are a lot of brands who love capitalizing on Black culture, Black music, Black aesthetic, but are dead silent when it comes to talking about Black issues and Black struggles in our community. So just as much as y'all love hanging out with Ty Dolla $ign and Sweetie and Black Chynas, can y'all at least say something when Black people are being brutally murdered by cops? Donate to the families affected by this stuff. Revolve, Pretty Little Thing, Fashionnova. The memes that you guys are posting on your pages, it's not going to cut it. Do more. Don't just be present when it's time to be lit on the gram. I want to make one thing very clear. The reason why I'm calling attention to these brands particularly is because, as I've said, I do notice a particular aesthetic that they like, a particular vibe that they push on their socials. And I know that Black people dying isn't aesthetically pleasing for the feed. I understand that. But I do feel like it's the least that you can do. You can't just pick and choose the parts of our culture and not embrace all of it. And unfortunately right now, this is a big, huge, it's hard to ignore. There hasn't been a single Instagram battle that I've attended that I haven't seen Fashionnova in. Pretty Little Thing tends to be pretty present in those too. We see you guys commenting. So how come when the even bigger elephant in the room is present, it's crickets? Guys, I understand sometimes philanthropy does not have to be announced, but right now, more than ever, considering how much influence these brands specifically have, It's very important that you say and do something. Like, it's the least you can do. Okay?
But this post also says some of you who have been exposed as a former racist, the N-word, and others, blackface offenders, etc., now will also be the perfect time to prove how much you truly are sympathetic to the black community. Which is true. I have to say, you know, the people who have been once called, show your side. Like, really show your side. Have you seen it multiple times? But then you're like, okay, you know what? Okay, this is it. This is that video right there was pure evidence of murder. Pure evidence. What else is there to cover up? Fashionnova reached out, and I wrapped up a call a few hours ago with their CEO. Post call, I follow up with an extensive course of action and plan to have a follow up call with them tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who suggestions earlier today. So apparently it really got to Fashionnova. Certain other brands had responded, but this is the only tweet that I really found in my file that was really relatable. Jackie Ania has filmed videos of Fashionnova before, and for her to be an influencer and film a video and not see that another brand who she has talked about and highly rated about and gave an honest opinion about not really support the biggest movement of them all. And I feel like with her doing that, she has every right to say something about that brand. You know, if you want me to give you my thoughts and reviews, and yes, I am a woman of color, why can't you do your thoughts and reviews on the whole movement? That's basically what she's saying. And I also love this tweet to you guys. So this tweet says the following. And at Jackie Ania calls on beauty brands to either pull up or shut up. She's asking the consumers not to buy from these brands until they release their number of black employees they have in executive and leadership positions. She asks that these brands release their numbers within 27 hours. They give you no time to think and do whatever you have to do, because if 24 hours wasn't enough, 27 hours is enough for you to show and prove that you really care for the black community. Let's just say it shows and it really cares. And let's just say this is what Jackie had to say. This is her video of asking that question.
Thank you for your public statements in support of the black community. But y'all ain't done yet. Be conscious that to ignore the role you have played and continue to play in depriving black people access to economic participation demonstrates a real lack of genuine desire for actual lasting change. So we ask all brands that have released a statement of support to publicly release within 72 hours the number of black employees they have at their corporate and executive levels within their organizations. We call on everybody to take a stand in solidarity with us in holding brands and corporations accountable. So for the next 72 hours, guys, I know this is going to be hard. Do not purchase from any brand and demand they release these figures. Ask them to pull up for real change or shut up. Keep it. We don't want it. And retract their statements of support if they refuse. 72 hours is really all we need to drive long-lasting economic change for black people. Stand for change.
Period. So here's a post from Fashionnova. And I want you guys to really look at this post. Chad has something to say. So this is what the post said. Our actions speak louder than our words. Fashionnova stands in solidarity with the black community. Last week we spoke to you. This week we take action. In 2020, Fashionnova Cares is pledging $1 million in donations for the community resources and activism, awareness campaign, and other inactivities to help in the fight for racial equality and opportunity. We start today with making donations to Black Lives Matter, Know Your Rights Camp, and the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. We support you as you have supported us. For more information, go to Fashion links, blah blah blah, and then Black Lives Matter hashtag. Did this happen after the fact that Jackie Ania had to really step up and say, step up? You know, like, I just don't get it. Why does it take for someone with a larger audience? What if I said something? Would they have, stepped up? It had to take Jackie Ania, a person who will call out a brand instantly for not showing love to a woman of color or the black community in general, and so that it shouldn't have to get to that point for an influencer with almost 4 million subscribers. Say that. Like, that 4 million are watching you. Not just 4 million, but the world is watching you. And for you to just wait after all the buzz is rising, you want to just go ahead and say, let's just go ahead and post. We don't want to look bad for our company or our brand or anything like that. Let's just go ahead and post. Like, that's the kind of vibe that I have really received. I was really wanting to do some Fashionnova haul videos, but I was like, no, I'm not even going to do no Fashionnova haul videos. If it takes you that long to respond to something, seriously. Just like it takes the other brands that she mentions. Like, that should already have been brought out. If it took you less than 24 hours to post a COVID-19 statement about your company, you could at least post it, the Black Lives Matter statement right then and there as well, just like you did for the COVID-19. Like, come on. Really, though? But anyways, I am going to say this. I want to say thank you to Jackie Ania for really being the person that she is, to step up to the plate and let people know, black women are important. Black communities are important. No matter what they try to look at us as, they're important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tea. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Let me know what you guys thought about my response to this video. And I gotta go, and I'll chat with you soon.